It's always an honor to talk to you, Howie. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm thrilled to be here.
We're thrilled to have you. I
Could you tell
apologize.
everybody in that room? Could you tell everybody in that room to keep it down? I'm trying to do an interview here.
I know. I tried to tell them Howie Mandel. It's a big deal. They didn't listen. I apologize. But you got a big show, you know. And I think once they see Take It All, it'll change. It'll be a lot quieter around here next time. Tell me a little bit about
this
the show.
Is big. This is the biggest, most exciting game show I've ever. You know, after I did Deal or No Deal, which I absolutely loved, I thought nothing could beat this. Nothing could be like this. And I've turned down every other game show to host since, until this one came along, because, you know, again, it's another game, it's another social experiment where it's just about people. It's not about skill, it's not about stunts, it's not about trivia, it's just people. People, are they greedy? Do they have great gamesmanship? Are they good bluffers? Can they play the game? And they're playing for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And all they got to do is take prizes. They could steal from opponents, they could take from other people. Just at the end of each round, they can't end up with the least valuable prize. That person gives it back and goes home until it's down to two people holding hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of prizes, from boats to cars to vacations to homes to jetpacks to submarines. I mean, crazy prizes. And then they face off against each other and they tell each other a story about what they're going to do. And they convince each of them, like they could try to convince each other to keep what you have. You got to keep. I'm going to keep what I have. Are you going to keep what you have? And they say yes. And they go, I'm sick and I've got 3 children and please don't take from me. I promise I'll keep what I have. And then do you believe what they're saying? Because they have a choice. They put their hand on a screen and they could choose to either keep what they have, which means they just go home with what they have, or they could take it all. If one of them decides to take it all, they end up taking whatever they have accumulated, and what the opponent has, they end up taking it all, and the other guy goes home with nothing. But if they both click on take it all, they both go home with absolutely nothing. So the key here is when you're sitting at home, you're screaming at the TV, is this guy telling the truth? Do I trust him? What would I do? Or is the jetpack worth more than a submarine? I mean, it's just, you see the contestants, they're screaming, they're crying, they're fainting, they're laughing. The drama is just through the roof.
Now, my family plays a very similar game, not with jetpacks or luxury cars, but the White Elephant game, the holidays. Now, is this based on a game in the Mandel house? Do you guys give, you know, jetpacks away and do that kind of thing at Christmas and Hanukkah?
It is. We're Jews, so we didn't play the Secret Santa. But the thing is that I do play the game at work, and it is based on the Secret Santa game. And I said, wouldn't this be a great television show? But the things that people bring to parties don't make for great television. But submarines and jetpacks and hundreds of thousands of dollars do. So we took the game that you guys play at home or at work or at the office, and we just blew it up like tenfold, and it just went crazy. And that's what this game is. Take it all.
Yeah,
and it's a 6-day event on NBC.
I had the opportunity to visit the set of AGT this season and sit down with you and got to hang a little bit, and I asked you a question, you know, what was the first thing that came to mind when I said the word Pittsburgh? And you said velour and pickles. Is that still what comes to mind when you think of Pittsburgh?
The other way around, pickles and velour.
Oh, okay.
No, I love Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. I've played there many times as a stand-up. I used to play at the, is it called the Starlight Amphitheater? It was outside, and the river was behind me, and a train would go by, and a boat would go by, and it was almost as noisy as your newsroom. So I love it. Every time I'm in Pittsburgh, I love it because there seems to be a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot of noise when you perform. Now you've had a really amazing career spanning so many spectrums of entertainment. I was a big fan of Bobby's World growing up, as well as, you know, you've written books, you've done movies. What's next, Howie? I mean, is there any room for any growth? I mean, you're doing the biggest and most successful shows on TV right now.
Well, Take It All is next, but I think marionettes. I wanted to get into marionettes. I wanna be the puppet master. I don't have any puppets or strings yet, but I'm practicing with my fingers. You can imagine if there were puppets, what they'd be doing if I was doing that.
I'm visualizing right now. And I think that they would be multi-million-dollar puppets, lots of prizes at stake. It looks great. Yeah, I see it. There's a future there.
Okay.
You know what? You put it out there, and
Take
we
it
will
all, though,
take it all.
is what it's all about.
Yeah, it's all about take it
Yes.
all. We're looking forward to it. Monday, December 10th on NBC. Howie, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Bye. Thanks for talking to me.
Hey, it's there. You got it. There's a future. I went in on that.